We live in a digital world. We shop online, transactions are usually instant. Now, before you start isn't it about time our money caught up? That's where digital currency comes in. It's money, but not as you know it. No more fumbling for loose change or dealing with crumpled bills. Digital currency exists purely in the digital realm. Think of it like email for money. You can send it to people quickly and easily with just a few clicks. But unlike that email you've been meaning to reply to for weeks, digital currency transactions are usually instant. Now, before you start picturing everyone walking around with virtual wallets, let's be clear. Digital currency comes in many forms. There are cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, which have gained notoriety for their decentralized nature and potential for investment. Then there are central bank digital currencies, digital versions of a country's existing currency, like the digital yuan being developed in China. The move towards a cashless society is already happening. Of digital currency. For governments, and banking are becoming the norm. In some countries, cash is rarely used at all. Think about it. When was the last time you actually paid for something with paper money? This shift away from physical cash is driven by convenience. Who wants to carry around a bulky wallet when you can have all your finances stored securely on your phone? Governments and financial institutions are also increasingly interested in the potential of digital currency. For governments, digital currencies offer the possibility of greater control over their monetary systems. They can track transactions more easily, potentially reducing fraud and money laundering. For businesses, digital currencies can mean lower transaction fees and faster payment processing times. So is this the end of cash as we know it? Are we headed to potential implications for the future of finance? So, thing? Well, maybe. The future of money is uncertain, but one thing's for sure, digital currency is here to stay. In the next part of our exploration into the world of digital currency, we'll delve deeper into how it's being implemented around the globe. From the bustling streets of Shanghai to the tech hubs of Silicon Valley, digital currency is making waves. We'll explore the different approaches being taken and the potential implications for the future of finance. So buckle up, because the world of money is changing fast, and we're about to go on a wild ride. Let's talk about governments and their digital currency endeavors, this digital alternative. But China's not the only, while others are doing a cannonball into the deep end. Take China, for example. They're at the forefront of this digital revolution, testing out their very own digital yuan. Think of it as a digital version of their physical currency, controlled by the People's Bank of China. They're already running pilot programs in major cities, letting folks pay for everyday stuff with their phones. The goal? To eventually replace physical cash with this digital alternative. But China's not the only one. Across the globe, central banks are researching, developing, and even testing their own versions of digital currencies. The Bank of England is exploring the idea of a Britcoin, while the European Central Bank is considering a digital euro. It's like a digital currency arms race, with everyone trying to figure out the best way to navigate this new financial landscape. Governments aren't the only ones trying to cash in on digital currency. Your WhatsApp account. That's the kind of future they're envisioning. Think Facebook, or rather Meta, as they like to be called now. They tried launching their own digital currency, Libra, but faced pushback from regulators. Undeterred, they've rebranded and are now focusing on stablecoins, which are pegged to more stable assets like the US dollar. These stablecoins could potentially be used for payments within their platforms and beyond. Imagine buying your morning coffee or sending money to a friend using your WhatsApp account. That's the kind of future they're envisioning, and it's not just Meta. Other tech heavyweights like Apple and Google are also exploring ways to integrate digital currency into their payment systems. With their vast user bases and technological prowess, these companies have the potential to bring digital currency to the masses. Now, let's not forget about the original digital disruptors gained popularity as a store of value. With some which are issued and controlled by central banks, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin operate independently of governments and financial institutions. They use blockchain technology, which is like a decentralized public ledger that records all transactions. This decentralized nature is a big part of their appeal. Proponents see it as a way to break free from the control of traditional financial systems. Bitcoin, for example, has gained popularity as a store of value, with some investors seeing it as a digital gold. But it's also been incredibly volatile, with its price swinging wildly. Other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum offer more than just a store of value. They have smart contracts and allow for the creation of decentralized applications, or dApps, opening up a whole new world of possibilities in areas like finance, gaming, and supply chain management. Let's be real, carrying around a wad of cash is so last century. It's bulky, it's dirty, and let's be honest, it's not the most secure thing in the world. Digital currency offers a level of convenience that makes traditional cash seem about as appealing as a dial-up modem. Picture this, you're at the grocery store, your cart is full, and you're ready to check out. With digital currency, no problem. You can simply pay with your phone, watch, or even just by scanning your face. It's like magic, but without the cheesy magician's outfit. Security in a digital wallet. You might be thinking, but what about security? Isn't digital currency risky? Digital currency can be more secure than traditional cash. Lose your wallet and your cash is gone. But digital wallets store funds securely with encryption. Transactions are recorded on a tamper-proof blockchain. This makes fraud much harder. Digital currency has a lot going for it in terms of security. Imagine not worrying about stolen credit card info or identity theft. With digital currency, that peace of mind could be a reality. Section 3. Boosting the economy. Finances. All you need is a smartphone and more secure. It also has the potential to revolutionize the economy. One way it can do this is by promoting financial inclusion. There are billions of people around the world who don't have access to traditional banking services. They might live in remote areas, lack proper identification, or simply can't afford the fees. Digital currency can help bridge this gap by providing a more accessible and affordable way to manage finances. All you need is a smartphone and an internet connection, and you're good to go. This can empower individuals, boost economic growth, and create a more equitable financial system. But the economic benefits of digital currency don't stop there. It can also streamline business transactions, reduce the costs associated with handling cash, and even create new opportunities for innovation in the financial sector. Section 4. Financial inclusion for access to new markets and opportunities. Farmers to the financial tools they need to succeed, regardless of their background or location. That's the promise of financial inclusion, and digital currency has the potential to make it a reality. By providing a secure, accessible, and affordable way to manage money, digital currency can empower individuals and communities around the world. For small businesses in developing countries, digital currency can open up access to new markets and opportunities. Farmers in remote villages can sell their goods directly to consumers without having to rely on intermediaries. The possibilities are endless. Of course, there are challenges to overcome. Access to technology and digital literacy are crucial for widespread adoption of digital currency. But with the right investments and initiatives, we can create a more inclusive and equitable financial system for all. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room: privacy. Privacy advocates argue that digital currency could be recorded on a public ledger. That means, in theory, someone could track your spending habits. Governments could potentially monitor citizen transactions, and corporations could gather data on your purchasing patterns. Now, for those of us who have nothing to hide, this might not seem like a big deal. But imagine a world where your every financial move is scrutinized and analyzed. It's enough to make anyone feel a little uneasy. Privacy advocates argue that digital currency could erode our financial freedom. They worry about the potential for abuse and discrimination based on our spending habits. Imagine being denied a loan because you spent too much on avocado toast. Okay, maybe that's a bit extreme, but you get the point. Another hurdle for digital currency is the digital divide, left struggling to navigate a system that's not designed for you, or reliable internet. This is especially true in developing countries and marginalized communities. If digital currency becomes the norm, these individuals could be left behind. Imagine a world where you need a smartphone to buy groceries or pay your bills. Now imagine you can't afford one or live in an area with limited internet access. Suddenly, the convenience of digital currency disappears, and you're left struggling to navigate a system that's not designed for you. Bridging the digital divide is crucial for ensuring that everyone can participate in a digital economy. This means investing in infrastructure, improving digital literacy, and making technology more accessible to all. Let's face it, anything connected to the internet is vulnerable to robust cybersecurity measures. Hackers are constantly trying to find ways to exploit vulnerabilities in systems, and a massive digital heist is not out of the realm of possibility. Imagine waking up one morning to find that all your digital currency has vanished into thin air, stolen by some tech-savvy criminal mastermind. It's a nightmare scenario that could become a reality if we're not careful. Ensuring the security of digital currency systems is paramount. This requires robust cybersecurity measures, constant vigilance, and collaboration between governments, financial institutions, and tech companies. The transition to a digital economy won't happen overnight, and policymakers need to consider the social and economic unintended consequences. One concern is the impact on jobs. As digital currency replaces cash, certain sectors like cash handling and traditional banking could see job losses. Imagine a world where ATMs are obsolete and bank tellers are a distant memory. While this might sound like something out of a science fiction movie, it's a potential reality we need to prepare for. Governments and policymakers need to consider the social and economic implications of this transition. Retraining programs, job creation initiatives, and a focus on reskilling the workforce will be essential for mitigating the potential negative impacts. So, are we about to ditch dollar bills and live in a world of digging through their wallets? But here's the thing, not tomorrow, but the writing's on the wall. Cash, as much as we love to hate it, might be heading the way of the dodo. It's not hard to imagine a future where physical money is as rare as a payphone. Think about it. Remember those clunky car phones from the 80s? Yeah, cash might go the same way. It's already happening. More and more people are opting for contactless payments, tapping their phones or watches instead of digging through their wallets. But here's the thing. Even if physical money fades away, the concept of money isn't going anywhere. We'll still trade, still buy our weight in avocado toast, don't judge, just with different tools. Now, before we get ahead of ourselves, let's not forget the hackers lurking in the shadows, rubbing their hands. Downsides too. Privacy concerns are a biggie. Every transaction, every cup of coffee, every questionable online purchase, it's all tracked. Big Brother might not be watching, but someone could be. Then there's the digital divide. Not everyone has access to smartphones or the internet. If we're not careful, we could end up creating a two-tiered society, where some have access to this brave new world of finance, and others are left behind. And let's not forget the hackers lurking in the shadows, rubbing their hands together, just waiting for a chance to exploit any vulnerabilities in the system. Security is paramount, or we risk opening the digital floodgates to cybercrime. So, what's the verdict? Is digital currency the challenges? The future of money is a digital frontier. There's no easy answer. It's like trying to predict the weather, except instead of rain clouds, we're dealing with complex algorithms and geopolitical forces. One thing's for sure, the financial landscape is changing faster than ever before. Digital currency, in all its forms, is here to stay. It has the potential to revolutionize how we think about and interact with money, but it also comes with its fair share of challenges. The future of money is a digital frontier, full of possibilities and pitfalls. How this digital revolution unfolds is up to us. We need to have open and honest conversations about the benefits and risks, and work together to create a financial system that's secure, equitable, and accessible to all. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're in for a wild ride. Take a moment to think about the future of money. It's in our is still being written. Will we embrace the convenience and efficiency of a cashless society? Will we find ways to address the privacy concerns and bridge the digital divide? Will we be able to stay one step ahead of the hackers and cybercriminals? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the conversation about digital currency is just getting started. So next time you're at the coffee shop, paying with your phone, Take a moment to think about the future of money. It's in our hands, or maybe our smartphones, to shape it. And hey, if it means never having to dig for loose change at the bottom of your bag ever again, that's got to count for something, right?